welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, and I'm here with your readings for June the 3rd through June the 6th. If you're new, welcome. Thank you for tuning in, and I really hope you enjoy these readings and that you will come back. And if you are returning, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for all your love and support of my channel. Now, these are general readings, guys. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Please don't assume that everything I say here applies to you. And if you would like a personal, more tailored reading, go to my website. The link will be below in the Show More section, and you can visit my website and see what kind of readings that I offer. Now, let me see. These readings are in 3 sections, guys. The first section is the intro. The second is the general astrological events of the week, and the third is the tarot card section. So please, if you're checking out your sun, moon, and rising, you may skip the intro and the astrology section, and those timestamps will be below also. Now, I have a private Facebook group that you might want to join. I'm going to start actually on Wednesday. I start a live feed every 2 weeks with my cards in hand to answer any questions you may have. And it's also a nice place to kind of have a discussion about life's challenges and solutions. So if you want to join that link is below also. Now, I am doing a workshop on Meet Your Spirit Guide. So that is going to be on, I believe, June the 10th. I'm not sure if it's June the 10th or June the 11th. Anyway, if you want to know more information about that, that will be below too, the link there. So without further ado, let's go to your astrology reading, shall we? Hello and welcome to your astrology section of your reading. And this is from June the 3rd through to June the 6th. Now, on June the 3rd, we have a new moon in Gemini. And this is a wonderful new moon. Gemini moved, the moon moved from Taurus on Saturday, I believe it was, into Gemini, getting in position for the new moon. So this is, it moved from a very heavy kind of earth sign into a really light air sign, Gemini. And so it's very kind of light, and it's like spring has sprung. Our energy will be lifted and we'll feel lighter and fresher, freer, if you will. Gemini is all about communication. And it also has Mercury, which is its ruling planet, is also in the sign of Gemini. And this is all about communication. Oh, the bells toll, that's my phone. It's all about communication, it's all about socializing, it's all about having fun, it's about being light and free and breezy, if you will. So Gemini kind of rules words, right? It's about words, the power of words. So it's also a dual sign. So there's some duality. You might want to observe where your duality exists. How does it show up for you? And think of the power of words and how words can uplift you and also, bring you down. So will you use your words for good or evil? Couldn't help myself, sorry. Perhaps, this is a time that you can really look at your communication and bring your vibration up, and will you raise people up or will you put them down? That is the question. Now, this wonderful new moon in Gemini is it's a really powerful opportunity to manifest wealth, and it's because Pluto and Saturn are in a lovely aspect to Venus at the same time. So this is a Wonderful time to launch a new product or a new service, or perhaps a social media campaign. So Pluto and Saturn in that lovely aspect of Venus, coupled with the new moon, really sets the stage for magnetism and financial expansion. So it really promises great success with some effort. Now, on Tuesday, June the 4th, at 4:05 PM Eastern Standard Time, Mercury moves into Cancer. Now, Mercury, as you know, is the planet of communication. It was just in Gemini. And it is moving into the sign of Cancer, of feeling and sensitivity. So Mercury in Cancer makes us better listeners, and it also makes us more thoughtful and sensitive, and it makes us a more caring communicator. You may be more meditative and reflective during this time, and there is also a possibility that there could be some defensiveness because Cancer is so sensitive and may take things personally. Now, on Saturday, June the 8th, at 8:37 PM, this is all Eastern Standard Time, Venus moves into Gemini. Now, Venus in Gemini is just moved out of its home sign of Taurus, where it's very tactile and cuddly and expressive and demonstrative. And it's moving into Gemini. And in Gemini, Venus is very flirtatious and coquettish. And, you know, it's about being free and having fun. Anything novel and new is exciting and interesting. And perhaps if you meet someone at this time, it may not have, the relationship may not have lasting power. However, it will be fun and exciting and a journey worth taking. And you never know, it could last, you don't know. Now, Gemini is much like, you know, a butterfly. Venus in Gemini is much like a butterfly flitting from flower to flower, staying long enough to taste that delicious nectar and then moving on to the next, you know, novelty, right? I wouldn't say that Geminis are philanderers per se, but they stay as long as they feel free and as long as it's fun and light, right? But once they feel restricted, they break out. They're like a speck of dust on the horizon. They're gone. So a bit of harmless flirting never did anyone any harm, and it's very good for the psyche. So you might want to try it and explore that flirtatious side of you during this time. So that's the astrological events of the week. Let's go to your tarot card, shall we? Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your tarot card section of your reading. And let's get right on it. I have been shuffling, and as you know, when I shuffle I sing. Aquarius, Aquarius. 3 cards for Aquarius, please. What wonderful blessings, guidance, and helpful information can you give Aquarius for this week? 2 more cards for Aquarius. Aquarius, Aquarius. 1 more card for Aquarius, my lovely, quirky Aquarians. You know that's what you're known as. And there's nothing wrong with quirkiness. Hey guys, if you haven't checked out my interviews, I actually have to put another couple of interviews up that I've got to edit and get that done. Okay, these are clarifying cards for lovely Aquarius. Let's see what's going on. Please clarify the 5 of Cups. Please clarify them. Please clarify the moon. Oh, there you go. And, oh, this is interesting. Please clarify. There it is. Okay. Aquarius, what's going on? Yeah, okay. Let's look at these cards, shall we? Okay, the first card out for you is the Five of Cups. This has come up for quite a few people. And clarifying it, you've got the Three of Cups. Then you have the Moon. Clarifying the Moon is the Ace of Swords. Then you have the Ace of Swords in the other deck. And clarifying that is the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, let's do that. Now, the first card out is the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups is crying over spilt milk. And when it comes up, it's saying, look, the milk's been spilt. You can't get that back. What's the point in crying over it? It's a waste of energy, and you're focusing on your cup basically as half empty, not as half full, because there are two cups behind this guy and he's ignoring them, right? So you're being asked to look around, and you're being encouraged to appreciate what you still have, and focus on what you have as opposed to what you haven't. That's the cup half full, darling. And clarifying it is the Three of Cups. This is really celebrating the magic in every moment. You are being asked to look at every moment and celebrate whatever magic you can find. And look, the more you are in gratitude, the more things you'll find to be grateful for. It's the law of attraction too. You will attract more things to be grateful for, and you'll start to see abundance around you as opposed to deprivation. Not what you don't have and can't have. That's a waste of money, right? Sorry, a waste of energy. The next card you have is the Moon. And you've got the new moon coming in this week. And when the moon comes up, of course, it's an emotional time, right? The moon is, needy. I need, but also very nurturing and female energy. I feel that sometimes when the moon comes up, the truth that a light will be shed on the truth. So sometimes the shadows come alive, right, when the moon comes out. And what I'm getting for this card, because you have the Ace of Swords, I feel that there's an opportunity here. It's a new beginning and a new opportunity. Aces are all about the beginning, right? But the Ace of Swords sometimes isn't an easy beginning, and sometimes we want to kind of let go of it because it's hard. It's not that it's really, really hard, but it's effort. You have to put effort into it. The Ace of Swords is the Ganesh of the tarot. It's the remover of obstacles, but it's the remover of obstacles much like a machete in thick vegetation in the jungle, right? You have to swing the machete. Yes, it's blocking, but it's a slow move forward, right? So you've got to really put effort into it, and some strength in it. You've got to put some effort into it. But the path is going to be carved out for you, and you're going to carve the path out with the Ace of Swords. So this is a new beginning that you shouldn't look upon as it's a gift. It is a gift. It just doesn't feel like a gift sometimes. That's what you've got to remember here. But this new moon coming up, it's interesting because in this new moon it's so funny that this new moon is going to be in Gemini, and you have these two, they look like two dogs either side. So it kind of reminds me of the duality of Gemini. So here you have a gift, a new beginning, but it's a tough beginning. right? And this is all about the truth. The swords are about communication and intellect and the truth, right? Now, the next card you have is the Ace of Swords yet again. But clarifying it is the Eight of Pentacles. So I have a feeling that perhaps you are in school, some of you, or you're learning something new, or perhaps you're considering going back to school or studying something new. And this is, maybe it's a difficult subject and maybe it's hard for you to get your head around initially. But when the Eight of Pentacles comes in, it's saying, you know, become the expert. So the Ace of Swords, sometimes it's like, oh, the expert, I don't know, it's a lot of effort, right? And you may not feel like taking that effort. But whatever this is, it could be a course, it could be, you know, literally going back to college and school, and it could be learning a craft, it could be an apprenticeship. That's what this, the eight of Pentacles is, the apprenticeship card. So you could be learning a subject experientially. So maybe you're just kind of working at it and learning it. If you're in a job that you could learn more from, take advantage of it. Learn every. Listen, every job I've ever had, I have learned something, and I have made it my business to learn everything I can about it and become the expert in it. It's just something that drives me. So Aquarius, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it on your social media and comment. I always answer every comment. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all and I'll see you next week. And I must say, I'm very glad that it's not the same old message. So some of you must be doing what you're supposed to be doing.